Welcome back, Digimon World 2. Nope. I was gonna say Digimon World 2 Part 3. Welcome back, Digimon World 3 Part 2. Okay, hold on. There we go. Speed this up a little bit. It's just so funny every time I do this. I feel like the saving and the loading takes so long unless you do this. So here's why. A couple things. I'm glad people really liked Part 1. Here's some background information, because if you're watching this publicly, you wouldn't have known this. And if you're watching this as a members only, you probably wouldn't have known this either. So I released a video with no thumbnail and just titled it 1. And it was the third highest viewed video in the last 48 hours when I released it for members only. Which is crazy, because that means that a members only video beat out my public videos, which doesn't seem right. But then, on top of that, it didn't even say anything. It was just like, some of you put it as a cryptid video or a cryptic video. I think 4 different people said this. Is that a thing? Is that what you call it when a YouTube video is just like all like obfuscated and like hidden? I'd never heard of this before, but I was intrigued. You're gonna boost your speed and your attack. So let's do attack. Oh, that's not the right button. Oh, that's right. You're F2. Let's just do it right here, I guess. Yeah? Yeah? Shit. Nope. Try again. Try again. Now, I've talked about this before. It is mildly insane to me that you get a finite resource to train when you level up, and then there's a chance the training can fail. That seems insane, because you could fuck yourself and just be in a position that you like can't get back from. That's like bananas game design. I don't understand why you would ever do that. So that's why I have no problem kind of like save stating through it, because it's stupid that you can fail it in the first place. Like, what the fuck? It's like such a high cost, and then you just waste it. I'm also going to do speed for you. Yeah, because speed is very important in this game, because if your speed is high enough, I don't know what the exact calculation is, but if it's higher than your opponent's by a significant enough amount, you get to move twice. So it's important to raise speed, A, because you get more attacks, and B, because some enemies will start to use this and they'll attack twice before you attack. So this kind of like either balances it out or gives the advantage directly in your favor. So speed is very important. Attack's pretty important too. I would say Spirit's important for certain Digimon, but it's not like by a rule or anything. And then I'll probably just do 5 here, because I don't really want to come back here so often, because it's kind of annoying. Okay. One thing, so yeah, please tell me, are cryptic videos like a thing? I didn't know this. Like, I think the only experience I have with it is like Marble Hornets, which is where Slenderman comes from. Not really. He comes from like a Germanic myth, but the popularization came from the Marble Hornet series. I think I talked about this when I was at this point, but I remember watching Marble Hornets, which takes place kind of in like a wooded area, and like they form a lot in like suburban like woods type situations, is where it is, or like small town. And at the time I was living in a small town with a lot of woods, and I would walk to my overnight job, which was down the street, but I would walk to it in the middle of the, or basically at like 10:45 p.m. in a not super well lit street, and let me tell you, I knew it was irrational. I'm like, Nick, Slenderman is not going to come attack you, obviously, but like the primal fear of just like the general and creepiness, and then like walking in like a kind of similar situation, I was like, ugh! It's just like, it made me feel spooked and scary, and even skeletons. So that happened. That was a thing. But that's my only experience with cryptic videos. So you may be wondering, Nick, why are you recording another one of these already? Didn't you say you weren't going to record them that often? Yes. But here's the thing. The plan to... I don't know why I went back here. The plan to slowly splice clips of this into other Digimon videos to like build hype is kind of working. I feel like the only people leaving comments about it on the videos are people who are members and know what it's a reference to. I don't think anyone who's not a YouTube member has left a comment being like, why is there Digimon World 3 there? I think maybe like once or twice I've had someone be like, ha, nice Digimon World 3 reference. Because they might have, that might be the only, they might have only caught like one. But I think I've done it like, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might have done like 8 or 9 videos I've like hidden it in there. So the reality is, also, let's just say hello to Ogremon's watermelon sub. But the reality is that I am running out of footage to splice in. It's like I spent a lot of the time just like running back and forth grinding in the first part. So like I don't have that much footage to really use for like different areas and stuff. So I need to I need to record more so that I can gaslight more. And if that's not the best motivation, I don't know what is. A Digivolve plug. What is a Digivolve plug? I'm excited for the randomized items, because there's a lot of like broken items in this game, but you just don't really get them. Increased blast gauge. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I thought it did. Increasing max HP. I mean, I might as well, right? It's only by 20. Seems so little. Oh, another thing I want to parse out about this game. So, if you don't know the story of Digimon World 3, you're not really going to learn it the best here, because I'm trying to fly through the game a little bit. But you're playing in an MMO based on Digimon, and the MMO gets hacked, and then there's people who are effectively like sabotaging the game and invading it and stuff like that. But you have to keep playing the game to get through it. So there's kind of 3 stories going on. There's the base game, or sorry, yeah, there's the game itself, because we're playing in a game. So there's like Digimon World or Digimon Online. That's part of the story. Some of those are story events, and you have to play through them regardless. Then there's the AOA line. So there's like hacking and stuff like that, and you have to figure that out. And then there's like, I feel like there's just like weird mixing of stuff. What I'm trying to get at is there's parts of this game, and I don't know if it's like, is this part of Digimon Online itself? Is this part of Digimon World 3? Is this like part of like the hacking? Like there's so much levels of meta that I don't really know what story is part of what. I'll give some better examples going on, but hold on. Here comes my favorite NPC in the game. Old Wrath of Zalis fans will know. Oi, I'm Catherine from Sydney. That's my Australian accent. But I'm sorry, we're having lunch right now. No, let's do some other time. No. Alright, that's my Australian accent. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you didn't enjoy the Australian accent, just tell me yes or no in the comments. Or I guess more specifically, tell me yes or no in the comments. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry. Ooh, a red Veemon. I think you're normally much later in the game. Sorry. just reconciling with what I just did. Okay. So, real quick. Nothing ages this game more than having the AV cables in the area, in the wire forest, like the red, yellow, and white cables, because those have been extinct for, I think, 20 years at this point. Like, HDMI took over long ago. Hey, it was called Gal Gamer Lucia back in the day. Confident in my card battle skills. Oh, shit! Can I edit my folder here? Probably not, right? Uh-oh. Can I beat you with the starter folder? So, I've talked about this before. This is actually, so this is not really a traditional card game. It's more of a puzzle game. Because your opponent will play the same cards, or will draw the same cards every single time. So there's really not much you can change. Oh, I don't get the Hagurumon one. Let's pull Flarizamon, because I should be able to play it. Pick a card to trash. Oh, it's 2 Hagurumon. Fuck. Probably don't need Gobrimon. Okay. So then, boop, 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 boop. This might be enough. It might not. Okay, that seems good. Nah, we'll save the. I think might as well use it because I think I will lose it if I don't. Okay. I had to unspeed up because the card battle noise is so iconic. The sound design in this is actually really good. The boom, 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 boom. Ooh, nice. I can work with this. Okay, and then we summon everyone. Can't play Divermon. Oh no, they're gonna summon a. They're gonna use Gobrimon Digivolve. It would suck if I also did that, negating their entire strategy. Wait, how do they win? It's a draw, so you, the challenger, lose? It's bullshit. I hate it here. I think we can still win this, if we just believe. So I could grab. I don't have any more Palmon. I think I'm just gonna grab Bomber Nanimon. Even though that's definitely just the picture for normal Nanimon, I've just realized. That's just Nanimon. Pick a card to trash. We don't need you. Okay. I think we should be okay with the addition of Nanimon. Even if they summon Veemon. Nice. Mr. Pack 03A. I guess I should edit my deck, huh? Uh-oh, I lost. I guess my time is over. Sorry, old lady. I forget, can I edit this from here? Okay, well, that was the wrong button. That little maneuver is going to set us back 40 years. Okay. So let's see. What do I got? We have Berserk Energy, plus 10, minus 10. That's really good early on for just like deleting an opponent's Digimon. We got 2 more Patamon, so we could run 4 Patamon. We have Sealamon, Gekomon, Monmon, Renamon, Gizamon. We have 3 Guiomon, that's not bad. 5 Demi-Devmon's pretty good. Muchamon is not great. Gesamon's fine. Clear Agumon is good, because I like the brown Digimon. Let's see. I'm gonna... I forget what... I'm gonna remove you. We'll add more Patamon, because I think that makes more sense. So, if you've never played this card game before, or I guess in the game, the way it works is that all the rookies give you 1 energy of their color. Then a champion requires 1 of that same energy to play, and then an ultimate requires 2 of that same energy to play. And then a Mega costs 3, but if you get 3 of the same Digimon or more, they'll create like a bonus. So it's worth trying to get a bunch of the same Digimon into the deck. I think because I have so many water types, I actually don't think it's a bad idea to... Because I don't really have any greens. I don't think it's a bad idea to just like get more, because then I can play more of the champions and I can play more of the... and play the Divermon, because Divermon is the strongest card you start with. So it's best to just do like a couple different colors instead of focusing. Like ideally, it would just be 1 color. That'd be the best way to play. I mean, maybe 2, because some decks can like counter some colors. But yeah, it's not a bad idea to like spread it out a bit. If only to have Crabmon, but I don't want you. If only to make it a little easier to summon some stuff you need later. I could probably get rid of you. Yanmamon, I'm just not really feeling you. Only 4? Oh, I already have 4 Gizmon? Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay. I'll swap you for some Berserk Energy, the Deluxe Mushroom. Let's see. Let's sort you. Okay. I probably don't need 4 Patamon. If I'm being real. This works. Gobrimon is interesting because having 4 Gobrimon is not too bad. I don't think I have any more though, right? No, I just have Guiomon. So the reason Goemon is fun because you get 3 of them, but then I have 3 Digivice that lets me summon them, but they're not that good. So if I don't have more, I honestly think I would rather just like swap these out for like more generic cards. Okay, not that one. Yeah, maybe we don't run any red. It's a red. It's a red. Let me toss some more blues in there. I'm not going to be able to get a perfect synergy with some of these, but I guess I could play Crabmon. It's just I don't like that it doesn't have any attack. But I guess that's not really a way to lose. If you have more HP by like a significant amount, you can win that way too. So maybe I shouldn't shit on it. I don't know what I would get. I guess I could just get rid of Patamon at this point, because it's not really doing too much. And then I think I want to add more black Digimon, because I have some. It's crazy that all those Cardmon that I beat only gave me this. I feel like I should have gotten more. One of the things I don't like about this, by the way, there's no trading in this game. So the fact that you can get more than 4 copies of a card is so worthless. Alright, so we're mostly blue. Dabo D, Dabo Die. If I was green, I would cry. We'll add a Gesomon. We have 2 Demi-Devmon already. I think I'm probably going to get rid of the reds. Yeah, so we can get multiple Demi-Devmon, which is good. Because then we can get, I think it's Lady Devmon is who you turn into. That's 4 of you. We've got 2 champions as well. I don't really need Auroramon. I definitely don't need Hawkmon. I mean, Rendamon's pretty solid on its own, so let's just add Renamon by itself. But yeah, if you hadn't noticed, not all Digimon are created equally. Some are, like, inherently much stronger. 4 of you. I don't really need Candlemon. I could do 4 Muchamon. I think I might steer into brown Digimon instead, because they're a little easier to get out. So the difference is that brown Digimon ignore energy costs, so even like a champion, you can just play immediately. So I think they're inherently a little bit better. So I try to stick to using them. I have another Toy Agumon. Agumon is still interesting, because I can still summon a lot. Another Toy Agumon, so that would be my 4th. I think now I might get rid of a Gomamon. So I don't really need 2. But 4 Toy Agumon could be fun. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I take it back. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end, but I take it back because these are clear Agumon. Okay. It's an interesting deck. Let's see. There's like a level of charisma. That's the I can show it off real quick. The last stat, so the one at the very bottom, the like star one, depending on how much charisma you have, which is gained from I think leveling, evolutions, and equipment is the big one. Depending on how that works, or how much of that you have, you'll be able to either I think it needs to be high enough to card battle against NPCs, and then if it's too high, you'll Digimon battle them. And then I think if you get to the Digimon battle part, you can't re-challenge them. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so you can re-challenge you. There's like a sweet spot where you can challenge them multiple times and get cards. Okay, let's see if this deck is any better. Not a good start, certainly. Yikes. Okay. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's okay. I think Divermon is going to put us ahead by a lot. Nice. Nope. Okay. This might be a bad one. Not having ways to like search my deck makes this a little bit more annoying. I think I lose here. 17. I'm going to do enough damage to them. Yeah, they win. Oof. Okay. Give me something good. Okay, I can work with that. So, we don't have as many Digimon to summon, but we're going to be able to take out some of theirs. So if we use the Berserk Energy, minus 10 HP and plus 10 attack, but if you use it on a Digimon with less than 10 HP, it just destroys them. So if your HP hits 0, then you automatically lose. And then I'll just use Assault Armor, just for the sake of it. add it to the crab. It doesn't really matter because your strength is pooled. The only reason you would do something like this, specifically with adding attack, the only thing you would want to add instead is if it's a Digimon that you have 3 or more of, you want to add it on one of those, because then when they fuse together to make like the bonus, it counts the extra attack in the attack and defense of the bonus card. It's crazy that I haven't played this game in like years, and I still remember it so vividly. It's just like it's never gone away. Uh-oh, I lost. I guess my time is over. Yeah, sorry, Gamer Go. Alright, we'll keep looking around. So the next story goal is to get to the next city, go talk to the leader, find out the leader is in the Pharaoh's Cavern, go to the Pharaoh's Cavern, beat Veemon, and then from there, I think that's pretty much the end of the first section. That's the first act, so to speak. But they don't really tell you that. I don't even know if the NPCs point you in the right direction. It's just sort of like you stumble your way there. Which, like, from a game design perspective, I'm like, that's kind of annoying. But to capture, like, the MMO feel, that's accurate. I've played a lot of MMOs like that, where they're like, all right, go figure it out. Oh, look who's here. A Kid Tamer. Kid, can you card battle? Then I'll play with you for a while. Dude, you're so wrecked. Does this card say white anime folder? Alright, let's see. No program cards I can use yet. They have my... I think this is the one that adds blue energy or takes... Okay, it removes my blue energy. This is what I was talking about, where there's counters. So I wouldn't be able to play any champions that are blue here. But that doesn't affect me because they're only rookies. This is going to be a tough one. I think he's going to summon a Goemon. They won't play... If they're going to win, they won't play anything. But I actually think he's out of cards. I think... it's going to be a tie, so I lose. Oof. We're both going to have 10 HP. Or 7 HP. Shit. Okay. So this is another not great one. Although Monmon's a pretty good Digimon. I'm just not strong enough. I'm gonna lose. You get nothing if you lose. Okay. Oh, sorry, I should have gone a little easier on you. That's why I don't like to play with kids. You can just re-challenge them immediately. I think it kind of sucks that once you beat them in Digimon battle, or once your charisma gets too high, then you just don't get to fight them anymore. Removing blue, that's fine. So this is more of like, you can counter opponents' cards, but to save time, I'll just like play cards when they do this. So, I already forgot who's in my hand. No, wait. Let's just, let's think for a second. Let's all be rational here. So, I can grab 2 Veemon. I think that's the solution here. That should give us a nice bonus. I have to get rid of a card. Let's get rid of Crabmon. I'm gonna use another program card. Grab you again. This also helps us get a better hand later. I'm actually gonna get rid of Randomized. Alright, we'll see how this works. So, grab 3 of you. By itself, not that impressive, but when I add you, slightly more impressive. I think our HP should be just okay. So, I think we win this. Alright. Yeah, see? A very hefty bonus. I barely live. That's good. And that's the power of ultimates. That's definitely like the main goal that you should aim for. Summoning the extra Digimon is like a huge power boost. Okay, 2 Mon. Can't use anything. You're not removing any blue, so I should be safe here. I think I just overpower you here. By like a lot, actually. Okay, so you're gonna summon Goemon. Does not matter to me. Hooray! I'm a champion. And he gives you a slightly better booster pack. What, I lost? Oops, I thought you were just another brat. So now we can go to the city. And also, this exit is hidden as well. Just like so much of this game. Oh, man. Okay. Back to the main game. Ooh, white Antilamon. I don't think I've ever seen this Digimon. Where the fuck do you usually hide? Just collapsed. Okay, Veemon's level 8. I think I can probably switch this up now. Okay. So, I don't think... Oh, the water is weird. There's so much algae. Oh my god. Someone clean it. The Digimon are gonna get sick. This has one of my favorite bits where eventually an NPC will hide over here. Well, I can show it in a second. Come on, Grandma, you got this. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so eventually an NPC will hide way the fuck back here, which you can only see if you, like, specifically go to this area. Because, like, it was very clearly and intentionally obstructive. Like, they didn't want you to find the next progression easily, and I think that it drives me up a fucking wall. I'm gonna need a guide for this game eventually, because it's so obtuse. But I do know the beginning fairly well, so I don't think I need it immediately. What do you got for me? La la la, I'm Akiba the Happy Tamer. This is great, I feel lucky and happy. La la la. All I need now is the card battles. Fight with me. Okay. I'm ready for this. Novice program file. Okay. Ooh, we got 3 Gazamon. That's nice. We might be able to Digivolve. No program card. Okay, you're summoning. He's basically just showing how you can make kind of a busted... okay, I definitely need to use this now. He's just showing that you can make a busted deck. Okay, shit. I think we'll be okay. But this is funny. Just buffing one Digimon. No! Now I'm not okay. Now I definitely lose. Damn. I didn't expect him to have a Berserk Mushroom. Okay. What can we do differently? Do I have a program card? No, okay. Remove blue? No! I mean, I have more than enough. I don't think he'll get there. What? It's funny that they all start with remove blue because they know that you start with a Digimon. It's so mean. No program card. Yep, just gonna sit through this. Yep. Same strat, huh? First time. It's just... I don't know if I've ever fought this guy before. Return to hand. That sucks. I think that's one that gets rid of a brown card. We do still win. But we did use our Digimon, so now it's gonna go a little dicey. Okay. Kinda wish I got one of those program cards. Okay, blue remove does nothing to me, that's fine. Black remove does nothing to me, I think. Green remove does nothing to me. That's quite the strat. Just remove everything. What could go wrong? Let's see. So they have a Goemon and then 2 more cards. An Assault Armor and probably Defense Armor. Ooh, Berserk Energy. Damn. Okay, well now I know who you're going to play it on. I'll just play this instead. I'll lose a hefty chunk of HP there. So, the reason you can kind of know what they're going to play, because they can only play, they only draw 6 cards until they start getting the draw 2 card. Oh no, I lost. What a shock. Today's so blue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lucky Akira. I didn't mean it. Alright, here comes the bagpipes, or the pipe section. Actually, no. Is this... I don't know what instrument this is. CRU City, which I now know means Blue Dragon, I think. Or just the name of a dragon. Alright, so there's a Digimon in here. Obviously the first thing I want to do is I want to know what's in these card packs I got. I do think as far as minigames go, the card minigame in this is excellent. I think most people would agree it's really, really good. Okay, got some new cards here. Okay. Some returning faves. Get a lot of champions, which I don't have a problem with. Okay. Clockmon's a good get. Tankmon's a good get. Okay. Buy one card. So if you have the money, you can just outright buy a couple copies of the same card, which can make your deck more consistent. But I would not recommend spending your money on that this early. I think the way it works is I think once you get to this town the first time, it's either this or it's the next story beat. I think if you go back to Asuka City, or Asuka City, if you go back there, I think that they'll stop selling those super overpowered cards. I know it's like once you progress a certain amount, I know that's how it goes, but I forget exactly what triggers it. I think it might be the first time you get here. It might be after you beat the leader. I don't remember exactly. Let's get some lore. We're from Megami's rival company. Don't tell, we're here to spy on Digimon Online. Oh, why is this so much fun? This is so much fun, I'm disgusted. Sierra leader is training at the Protocol Ruins, northwest of here. So I think you literally have to just, like, hear that from him before the game progresses. This is where I start to... This is where I feel like the older game design of DW3 is a little annoying. In my opinion, a good game would be if you already know that the Sierra leader is in the ruins, you should just be able to go directly to the ruins, find him, and just skip that section. But this game is very order of operations heavy, where you need to do things in the right order, or it just won't trigger. And that gets a little frustrating at times. Raremon. Always nice to see a fan. But yeah, so it's just one of those things where I'm like, if I made a Digimon World 3 remake, I would really soften some of this shit, and I would definitely have, like, a map, and I would definitely have, like, ways to figure out where people are going. Or where people are. I'm not going to say, like, you know... Actually, I will say it. Probably, like, a map that has, like, here's where you need to go next, because, like, I'm a very big believer in a game design sense of, it doesn't hurt the game to tell players where things are. Like, I understand I think if you do it exceptionally well, I don't mean well, I mean exceptionally well, where it's like one of those, like, we'll give you hints on where the person is or the thing you have to find is, and then you can find it from there. I think when done well, that can be fun. But I think sometimes it's just annoying. And I would say that by sometimes I mean most times, that's just annoying. Like, I'm also a defender of, like, yellow paint in modern games where people would be like, oh, you know, it's so immersion breaking to see that, like, this ledge has, like, it's, like, colored yellow, so, like, you know where to go. And, like, I'm just sitting there like, I don't care. Good. It should. I have no problem with, like, telling the players where to go. I don't need the game to be longer. There's, like, I have to play so many different games that keep coming out. Don't make them take longer. I got shit to do. Okay, another booster 1B. So I think the Bs, or the beta versions, are, like, a little bit more rare. So you'll typically find cards that are a little bit better, but I think they're still, like, affected by the number. Typically you go by the number. Higher number, more rare cards. But at this point in the game, it's not a bad idea to try to just, like, duel a bunch of people and see how many, or try and stock up on some champion cards, because it'll really put you in a much better place, balance-wise. So I'm trying to remember, there's a couple things to do. I don't think I need the kicking boots. I think the kicking boots are a side quest. I think I can trigger it just by going here, right? Typically I don't go to this area until I'm, like, around level 7 at least, but we're level 8, so we should be okay. Okay. But yeah, so I want to trigger the kicking boot side quest, and I want to trigger the fishing rod side quests, because you can get them pretty early. You don't have to go to Plug Cape until you have to get the TNT ball, but it doesn't hurt. Yeah, here it comes. Boom, boom, boom. Man, Cardmon isn't coming out. And why did I lose Gabumon? Why are you kicking one single tree? Like, it's not gonna... you only need to kick it once. Huh, why are you kicking the trees? Because let's kick it up and show them all the things that we can do. Let's kick it up together. We realize... I forget the words from here. Huh? Did you ask why I'm kicking the trees? To find a Cardmon, of course. Why don't you just fight them in the fields, like I did? Cardmon is a Digimon that drops boosters with extra cards in it. Only Divermon in the city can open the booster packs, which is also stupid. Like, I get Divermon... Having Divermon be a place where you can buy cards makes sense, but like having to open boosters from them is kind of silly. Cardmon drops boosters? Let me kick them too. You need tree boots to kick them. So you probably want to get the boots. Well then, I lost my Gobmon card. Will you find it? If you find it, I'll tell you how to get the boots. Gobmon card? Okay, I'll find it and come back. So here's where this is confusing. Is Soccer Kid Hide, are they an NPC? Like, meant to show you how to, like, get the kicking boots in-game? Or are they another player, and they're going to lead you to the quest giver, which is Veemon, and that'll tell you how to get kicking boots. But then also, like, if it's a player, how did you lose a card? How did it even leave your inventory? So, like, he must be an NPC. This is where, like, this is, I think, the most fun thing you can do with Digimon World 3 is try to decipher which, if it's part of, if the person is a real-life player or an NPC, because it's hard. It's not easy. And so, like, for them, I'm like, are they an NPC? Because how would a player lose a card? How do you, like, leave anything besides trading it or just, like, discarding it? Like, you don't just, like, leave items places. I could see maybe you, like, drop an item in a game and then, like, it stays there until you go back and pick it up or something like that, maybe. I'm not, like, familiar with this era of MMOs too much. Because this came out in 2003, so this is based on, like, 2001 MMOs at the time. Like, I don't know, RuneScape? I don't know when RuneScape came out. So it's, like, it's hard for me to, like, figure out exactly where it falls. And I think that's a lot of the fun. So it's just interesting. But yeah, so you talk to him. The card is over here. I don't know how the fuck you would ever find this, by the way. Like, I guess just click everything. Clean and dust, clean and dust. I just have to clean anything that's dirty. But then, like, you don't, like, tell me that this is dirty. If anything, you cleaning would tell me this isn't dirty because you're right next to it. Oh, it's Gobelin cards. That's where it was. All he says is it's in the Asuka Inn, which, like, I get is only 2, like, areas. But what the fuck? That's such a bad hint. Which is why I think it could be an NPC. But also, it could be a player. Also, shout out to the Gobmon, Terriermon, and Beomon sprites here. They're animated a little bit differently, and that's because these are custom poses, and they don't move. They're just stuck in that pose forever. I also like to think of this as, like, they could have been a starter, but we didn't make them a starter recovery room, where it's like, why isn't Gobmon a starter? Why isn't Terriermon a starter? Why isn't Beomon a starter? You know. We wanted to put 3 original Digimon instead. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they did. I think Monmon, Kumon, and Kodamon are great designs, and really getting a chance to see them shine. But I also think that I would probably have preferred Gobmon to, like, Patamon, I guess. I don't know. The choice of Digimon for this seems strange. Which, again, I'm like, if you did a full remake, I would love to see, like, give me, like, 20 starters. Make everyone have a different starter. Alright, so can I still buy your busted cards, or is that the did Sierra City trigger it? Okay, so you can still buy them. But I think you need to... I think it must be when you, like, finish this arc that it changes. It's not impossible to get 10,000 bits, but it's not easy. I've definitely done it. Getting a Black Imperialmon early is disgusting, because you can basically, like, win whenever you want. Getting more than one would be insane. I do think you can... I think maybe it stops when you go to the South Sector. Maybe that's what it is. Because you could probably grind in the Kicking Forest. And that wouldn't be too bad. I also know that Agumon is level 9. I'm probably going to wait until he gets 10, and then just swap him out. Or until he gets low HP, I guess. We are getting a good amount of XP just by, like, running around, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Hey, that's a Gobmon card. You really found it, thanks. Okay, I'll tell you about the tree boots now. You can get it if you become friends with Veemon, but Veemon is so unpredictable he's hard to find. Find out about Veemon, go where people meet. I'm sure someone can help you there. By the way, another notch in like they must be an NPC direction, because that shit was not helpful at all. It's like, oh, just find Veemon. Where do you want to find Veemon? I don't know. Figure it out, stupid. Like, what? You can't. What? Also, I just saw that Greymon learned Armor Off, which tells me that techniques are also randomized, and that shit, which I knew already, but that's really cool. All right, so let's do this part now. So we have to talk to the fisherman at the beach. Okay, well, Clockmon, and I got ambushed. Hey, slow down. Cut the shit. We get to see the Digivolution sequence at least. I think this is a really good use of the wireframes, by the way. I think that's the benefit of having digital monsters being your IP, is that you see things like wireframes, which you already have because they have to exist for the sake of the game. And then you get to just like use them like that. Large decrease in enemies' defense. Armor off, MP 78. Interesting. See ya. Hey, level 10. Alright. Legally I have to swap, you know. Let's swap to Kumon, because they're our lowest level. I'm going to try to do something I don't normally do in this game. Usually, this is one of the few games where you can really just like power level one Digimon and just breeze through the game. But especially early on, I feel like it's better to have multiple. But I really, really do think the gameplay balance of this is a little weird like that. I'm fishing in Taikang Wang. How about it? You need a fish, you need a pole, string, and a hook. That'll make you a fishing pole. So I think Dokunmon still drops... I think whoever replaces Dokunmon still drops Spiderweb. I'm not sure. There's conditions for this, and I think I hit them correctly. I haven't brought up the randomizer in a while, but let me see if I can find it. Where did I put you? Randomizer. That's the wrong one. Did I put it in this folder? My file management has gotten really lazy, which is definitely my own fault, but it's made it hard to find some stuff after I use it. Let's see, Digimon 3 randomizer. Assets. Okay, this is not as helpful as it could be. Let me just launch it. Let's see. So there's Keep Zanmamon, because it messes with the randomizer. Keep Galacticmon, which messes with the randomizer. Shuffle Cardmon, Shuffle Bosses, and Counters. And then there's TNT Strats, Swap. TNT Strategy, Swap items Digimon that replaces Triceramon. Keep, don't move Triceramon. Shuffle, fully random. So I specifically had, I think I kept him to swap, so it'll, whoever replaces Triceramon will have the TNT ball, but I guess it doesn't go over, the, what do you call it, the fishing rod. I also just need to find the bamboo pole. I might just not be able to fish, is what it comes down to, actually. Let's see if the shop has a bamboo wand, or bamboo rod. That's our first goal. And then if it doesn't, then, I mean, we don't have to do anything. So it'd normally be with you. Kaboom! Wind Power, Shotgun, Wisdom Gem, Claymore, Zandunge Sword. This is not looking great for me. Okay. Also, I guess I should check. Is there... No, because he'll be gone if there's a an auction going on. I don't know the timing of all the auctions. I could look it up, but I don't want to. If you know when an auction is going to come up, you can leave it in the comments, but I remain mystified. So this is where you come to find out about Veemon. Hey, listen, I saw Veemon the other day. He was looking for something at Wind Prairie. Oh, it's called... No, yeah, I think Wind Prairie is still... It's like the name of the greater area, but I think it's still called the Kicking Forest. It's just that Veemon is just a prick and fucking... Oh, no, he's outside the Kicking Forest, and then you have to play hide and seek with him. That's right. If I remember correctly, you literally can't see him when you play hide and seek. I think he just, like... He's hidden so well behind the geometry that I don't think it's possible to see him. I might have to look up a guide. I vaguely know where he is. Might just keep running around and see what happens. But... it's so funny because, like... my first instinct right now is just like, I just want to play more card battle. It's fun. I want to earn more boosters and make better decks. but I gotta save it. This is also, I think, a really bad game design, by the way, or maybe like purposely trolling, I should say, because in this you you have to get Veemon. Veemon is like a hidden character in this that you don't get until much later. But like they advertise Veemon as a playable character, and then the game is like, go find Veemon, and then you get to do this. And like I'm sure myself and other people went through this where you just assumed that this quest would somehow lead to recruiting Veemon. A shaman mask. Wait, is that the mask I need for Sepik mod? Is that wait? Are we gonna like break the quest line there, or is that like an equip item? Hold on. Because that would have been really funny if I just missed that and never found it. I would have to look up a guide on all the treasures. Oh my god, there's no way. Okay, so it's not there. Okay, it's armor. Shaman mask. Mask using curse ritual. Okay. I was really worried for a second. I was like, no way. They wouldn't do this. They wouldn't download a car. So this is where you get the red snapper from. Which doesn't make sense, because red snapper is a fish. But it sounded like that's what they use for the hook. So I wonder if that's like a translation error. Or I'm literally using a fish as a hook. Okay, so we got that. I need to find a bamboo pole, which probably won't find if we're being real with ourselves. And I need to find a spider web, which we probably won't find if we're being real with ourselves. But that could be a much later goal. Also, I kind of hate that I have to go back to... I hate that I'm going to have to go back to the main... Or the... I always forget what it's called. The place right outside Asuka City. It sucks that I'm going to have to go back there to train. So I just leveled up a bunch. But I'm going to have to do that before we progress too far. Probably before I go into Protocol Ruins. You want to play? Davish. Then what should we play? Whoa, Veemon, I want the tree boots. Tree boots? Oh, the boots are the boots for kicking trees. Yeah, sure, but only if you play with me. Sure thing. What are we gonna play? I'll go hide in the kicking forest. You have to find me. If you can find me, I'll give you the tree boots. You lose if you leave the forest without finding me. This is not Veemon's voice. I know it's not. I can't do Veemon's voice. And if you leave the kicking forest, I'm gonna go home to eat. Okay, I'm gonna find you. It won't be that easy. Count to 10 and come into the forest. Davish. Was that too fast? That is a good bit. So I believe... Yeah, we're already walking too far. I believe he's like down here somewhere. He's behind one of these trees. I just can't remember which one. Oh, I got ambushed. Uh-oh. This feels cursed. Veemon should not digivolve into Groundmon. Something has gone wrong. Okay. I really want like a item drop from Boltmon. Because I think the item drop's the same. That was scary. It didn't load for a second. I think he's like... He's right here, yeah. So he's completely hidden by the tree. Oops, you found me. You're such a prick. Why would you design it this way? It's just like, it's like they were fucking with the players. And if that was genuinely their goal, then I'm back on board. But if it's just like, I don't know, obtuse just to like make the game longer, then it's not fun. Oops, you found me. Okay, I'll give you the tree boots like I promised. Hey, you're all right. I'm a bit impressed. Here, take the tree boots. Cool, thanks, Veemon. Yeah, I got the tree boots. Good for you. I'm going home to eat. Let's play again sometime. Later. So, Veemon is definitely an NPC. Ooh. Off-color Siegramon. But how many of the NPCs are there? Like, I think the person who worked in the diner is an NPC. Okay. So, nowhere near. Which is another Digimon song. If it's pink, it means you're close. Let's see. Mega Siegramon. Oh, okay. You didn't die immediately. Wait, hold on. Get up. Okay. That's where our speed came in handy. 35 XP. It's not bad. 70 bits. Okay. So that's a good way to make money, I guess. Just fight 100 of them and I'll have 7,000 bits. And be on my way to a Black Imperial Digimon card. Alright, I haven't healed in a while. Let's do this. It does take money, but I think it's worth it. Oh, I didn't check the store either. Hack system. Armor chip. Oh, you can buy armor chips. They're not that expensive either. Guard plug. Power brace. Training is much easier. I don't need that. Shock horn. Horn that paralyzes the body. Okay, that would be pretty good. D-Tama helmets. Soul Chopper. Soul Chopper's a great name. Shockhorn's pretty cheap. I could grind that out for my 2 dinos. Let's see what you got. Kaboom! Life Disc, Dark Power 2, Max Charge. That's not that cheap for Max Charge, but it's not terrible. Belial Fang, Saber Fang, Raijin Fist. Oh, that's huge for Kumon. They're all way too expensive. Except the Max Charge, but even that I still feel it's expensive. That's funny though, because once we have bits, that's pretty good. A full heal's not bad. Okay. Hey, I think I'm gonna wrap up. So that's part 2 of Digimon World 3 Randomized. I'm probably still gonna call it for members. If you're watching this, you already know, obviously. But to continue to hide this from the general public, I'm gonna probably call this just 2 with a black thumbnail. But yeah, tell me, are cryptid videos a thing? I feel like I had another thing I wanted to ask people, but yeah, it's fun. Again, the problem with Digimon World 3 is that the beginning is really fun. It has a very strong opening, I feel like. It's the mid game that fucking drags. So, we'll see. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun to go back. And it's a good change of pace to compare to that. And also, tell me how do you agree? Is it fun to play the Are They an NPC game? Are they an NPC or are they supposed to be a player character? Because I truly can never tell. But like it's fun to like try and figure out who's who. Because Veemon, definitely an NPC. The waitress, probably an NPC. I don't think you're taking a job in an MMO. I don't think this is that kind of MMO. Is the guy who introduced you to King Boots an NPC? I don't know. Because he's like vaguely unhelpful. So like maybe not. I don't know. It's tough to say. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you should do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.